Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening, YouTube babies. We are here for another live session on paper one. So I'm waiting here, everyone to join. So let us discuss some paper one topics today. Are you all ready? YouTube babies, come on, let's join. We'll have some paper one revision. Very interesting paper one revision today. We'll have some very interesting paper one revision today. Come. Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Hello, hello. Good evening, good evening. Can we start today's session? Yes, good evening, everyone on the YouTube chats. Good evening, good evening. I can see the chats there. And looking on the chats there. Very good. Thank you. Like, how is the studies going on? Is it going good? Is it going well? Are you studying paper one topics? I told you like we'll have revisions on all Thursdays. So I'll be here at 9 p.m. Every day, every Thursday, we'll have paper one revisions, and towards the exam, nearby the exam, we'll be having some marathon sessions. Okay, live revisions on marathon sessions and all in the YouTube for exclusively for YouTube babies. So like last time also, many of them from the YouTube babies like cleared net, JRF, PhD eligibility and all. So can we start today? So we are reading with today's like online Q series or online live series in the topic of higher education. So like higher education is a very important topic regarding the paper one. You can get questions from the ancient universities part, and you can get questions from the like universities, like the regulatory committees, regulation committees, commissions, pre and post independent commissions and all. So you can get many questions from the higher education part. Okay, so it's a very important one. It's like you cannot skip that portion, and it is like there are some overlapping of what topic or portions in the teaching aptitude also. You can see that the digital initiatives in higher education is an overlapping topic in both in higher education, teaching aptitude, all those ICT and all. And in some of the topics regarding the teaching, like SWAYAM and all, like, and some skills, soft skills, all those topics are under the higher education. That last time you had questions from the livelihood skill, like skills and all, skill education and all. So we'll go to first question. Are you ready, everyone? Yeah. Good evening, everyone on YouTube. First question. So it's like a statement question that you have. So statement one, the University Grants Commission is responsible for coordinating higher education in India. Statement two, the UGC is a constitutional body established by an act of parliament. Okay. So every time this question regarding the constitutional body, or is it is a statutory body, or it is a like non-statutory body, these types of questions are like it is repeating. Okay. So statement one and statement two, and if it is both true, both false, or one is true and two is false, one is false and two is true, which will you answer? Like which do you think the answer is? Yes, Raghava. Obviously, we'll help you out to pass UGC net. Please revise with us. Please learn with us. Okay, your option is statement one is true and two is false. Okay, you're telling that this two is false. Okay, why two is false? Can anybody? Why two is false? Why are you saying like that? Is it not a constitutional body, or is it only a like it's not constitutional body established by an act of parliament? Yeah, we look the answer. The answer is A. Statement one is true and statement two is false. Why? Because the University Grant Commission is coordinating. It is responsible for coordinating the India, but it is not a constitutional body. It is a statutory body. Why? What do you mean by statutory and what do you mean by constitutional body? Statutory bodies are bodies which are passed under a act of parliament. That is correct. So in the previous, like in the statement two, it was like you can see the statement. The UGC is a constitutional body established by an act of parliament. You cannot say that like you cannot say like that. It is not a constitutional body enacted by an act of parliament. It is a statutory body by the act of parliament. So if you create a commission or anything like that, a regulatory body or advisory body regarding the by an act of parliament, it is called statutory bodies. And bodies which are already mentioned in the constitution is called constitutional body. Like for example, election commission, like the Supreme Court of India. All those things are mentioned already in the constitutional constitution, Indian constitution. That is, it is called the constitutional bodies. Okay, so I think you got the difference between statutory and constitutional body. It was in set up according to the UGC Act 1956, and it is charged with coordination, determination, and maintenance of standards of higher education in India. It provides recognition of universities. You know that the UGC headquarters is in New Delhi, and with New Delhi, it has another 6 regional centers in Pune, Bhopal, Kolkata, Hyderabad, Guwahati, and Bangalore. Okay. So going to the next question, guys. The graded autonomy framework for universities in India was introduced by Ministry of Education, National Assessment and Accreditation Council, All India Council for Technical Education, and University Grants Commission. Which one do you think that the graded autonomy framework for universities in India was introduced by? Yes, I need the answers, guys. I need the answers from you two babies. I am looking in the chats. Yes. NAC, okay. Some are saying it is NAC, National Assessment and Accreditation Council. Okay. B, you think that is B, graded autonomy framework. That means, can see what is graded autonomy framework. Yes, it is UGC only, not NAC. It is UGC, not NAC. Okay. What do you mean by graded autonomy? It is like norms for granting graded autonomy to universities. As per that, universities are classified into category 1, 2, and 3 based on predefined parameters. That means, like the categories are given to universities. So it is classified on predefined parameters. So the norms were introduced for granting the graded autonomy was UGC, not NAC. Okay. University Grants Commission was the body. Can I go with the next question? Question number 3. What is the timeline produced by NEP 2020 to raise the gross enrollment ratio in higher education to 50%? So you know that what is gross enrollment ratio? It was emphasized in NEP 2020. And you know that gross enrollment ratio to be raised to 50% in the area of higher education. Do you know that now the percentage is near to 30%? What do you mean by gross enrollment ratio? The ratio or the number of persons which are enrolled into higher education. So it is very less in India. It is near to 30%. And NEP 2020 emphasized or recommended that it should be increased or raised to 50%. And what is the timeline for that? Is it 2025? Is it 2030? Is it 2035 or is it 2040? Yeah, several answers are coming like C and all. 2035 they are answering. Okay. Okay. So we'll check the answer. Yes, guys, your answer is correct. 2035 is the answer. 2035 is the correct answer. That's why, because you know that 2030 is not the timeline, because 2020 was the that like the NEP was released, and 2035 is the timeline produced to raise the gross enrollment ratio in higher education to 50%. That's correct. So you know that what is gross enrollment ratio? It's a higher education level. It's the ratio of people enrolled in higher education to the population age group of 18 to 23. In 2018, India's GER was only 27.4. I told you that it's near to some 30 or 35%, 30%. So it means out of 100 people, only 27 are enrolled in the colleges. So it should be raised to half. Like, you know, as a like developing nation, higher education should be in a like very good manner. So that's what NEP 2020 is focusing upon. So can we move on to the next question, guys, you two babies? So question number 4, statement 1, the Rashtriya Uchchar Shiksha Abhiyan aims to improve the quality of higher education and promote equity in access. Statement 2, RUSA provides funding for the establishment of new universities only in metropolitan cities. So which is the statement? Statement 1 is true, 2 is false. 1 is false and 2 is true. Both statements are true and both statements are false. So RUSA, it is a short part from the higher education part that you can get questions from. RUSA, Rashtriya Uchchar Shiksha Abhiyan. And you know that what is that scheme for? you'll be like when you study in colleges, like regarding with the RUSA funds and all, you will be knowing that you will be aware of that funds and all RUSA funds. So, like, what is RUSA funds and where do RUSA provide funds? It is Rashtriya Uchchadar Shiksha Abhiyan. The another name for that it is National Higher Education Commission. So, what is that? What is the answer that you will answer for? Is it C, A, B, or what is that? C, is it C? Some are saying C. Yeah, the answer is A, not C, guys. The statement 1 is true and statement 2 is false. Now, 1 is correct. That is Rashtriya Uchchadar Shiksha Abhiyan aims to improve the quality of higher education. That is correct. And it is not for providing funding for the establishment of new universities. No, it is not for establishing new universities. Okay. I told you National Higher Education Mission is the English name for Hindi, English name for RUSA. It's a holistic scheme development of higher education initiated by 2013. So it is a centrally sponsored scheme and it's strategy funding. As it is a centrally sponsored scheme, every the whole fund is not provided by the center. There is an 80 to 20% ratio. That means 80 will be provided by the central government and 20 by the state government. Okay, next question. The National Institutional Ranking Framework, NIRF. You would have been heard about the NIRF. The colleges and the universities are ranked on basic parameters and all. In India, evaluates higher education institutions based on various parameters, including research output, student attendance, library infrastructure, administrative hierarchy. So, NIRF evaluates higher education institutions based on various parameters. Which of them are there? So, research output, student attendance, library infrastructure, administrative hierarchy. Which is that? Is it student attendance or is it library infrastructure or is it administrative hierarchy? Research output, I'm looking on the chats. Yes, guys, you are telling it is A or it is, okay, let us look for the answer. It is A only, research output, and student attendance, library infrastructure, administrative hierarchy have nothing to do with the NIRF ranking and all. Like regarding the research output, they are giving emphasis. NIRF is a ranking methodology adopted by the Ministry of Education. It was launched on 29 September 2015. So depending on the areas of operation, institutions have been ranked under 11 different categories. So like overall, university, colleges, engineering, management, pharmacy, law, medical, architecture, dental, research, all those things under 11 different categories, the institutions are ranked. Okay, like the framework uses several parameters for ranking purposes like resources, research, stakeholder perception and all. Okay, next question. The Michael Sadler Commission was constituted to study the problems of Calcutta University, Madras University, Bombay University, more than one of the above. So Sadler Commission is a very important commission. You should know that it is a pre-independent commission that you should study, Sadler Commission. So when the Sadler Commission, the year is very important. And also what was why commission was appointed, why the commission was appointed. The Michael Sadler Commission, why it was appointed. Calcutta University, Madras University, Bombay University, and more than one of the above. Yes. Have the answers. Very good. Sadler Commission. If you know the name of, if you know the other name of Michael Sadler Commission, obviously you will get the answer. Yes, the answer is Calcutta University. Calcutta University Commission is the other name for Sadler Commission. It is in 1917. It was appointed to examine the state of Calcutta University and recommend the improvements in higher education. So, like if you know the other name of Sadler Commission, obviously you get the year also you should know 1917, and the other name for Sadler Commission is Calcutta University Commission. Okay. So the next question. The ancient Indian university known as the Chief Center for Advanced and Specialized Studies in Nyaya or Logic. So we'll study Nyaya in Indian logic and all. So it is regarding the logical part. So which was the ancient Indian university? So in higher education, this is a very important part where you should learn about ancient Indian institutions or ancient higher education institutions. That's very important. So you should learn about ancient Indian universities. So is it Jagadala University? Is it Mithila University? Is it Nadia University or is it Vallabhi University? Famous for the Nyaya. So guys, which is that? Or specialized in Nyaya or logic? You think it is Mithila? Someone Vallabhi? Okay, you have different options in the YouTube chats, guys. Mithila. Okay. Let us now look for the answer. It's Mithila University. Those with the answers, Mithila University is very correct. So it is believed that university had been existing since the time of Raja Janak. You know, Raja Janak is the the Sita's father, Raja Janak. Was famous for Brahminical system of education. Rishis and other learners took part in the conferences. Nyaya and Tarka Shastra were two subjects in the university. So you know that jurisprudence and logic were two famous subjects. Nyaya and Tarka Shastra was very famous subjects in the University of Mithila. Okay. The suggestion that primary schools must be taken under a common school system to provide equal educational opportunities was recommended by Radhakrishnan Commission, Kothari Commission, NEP 2020 and Chattopadhyaya Commission. Commissions are very much important in higher education. Commissions are very much important in higher education because pre-independent and also post-independent, you have like all those literature guys, you will learn the like the Indian literature part, and there you will learn the commissions. But it's very important that you learn higher education also. Like for other guys, those who are like from different backgrounds, like from the economics or social work or politics or Malayalam or any other things. Like you won't learn in the paper 2, but paper 1 you will you should learn this commissions. It's very important. So you're telling that it is Kothari Commission. Yeah, the Kothari Commission is the correct answer because you can eliminate NEP there. It's not like primary schools are already under the common school system. So NEP won't suggest that. And the Radhakrishnan Commission is the beginning of it's the beginning of the post-independent era. So obviously, like all those main reforms happened in the era of Kothari, like 1964 to 66. So obviously, Kothari will have that suggestion. It's already also known as National Education Commission. Okay, it's just an ad hoc commission. What do you mean by ad hoc? Just like set up for only 1 or 2 years to function, and then it will dissolve. It was formed on July 1964 under the chairmanship of Daulat Singh Kothari, and it was still 1966. It submitted the report on 29 June 1966. Okay, that's it. Yes, 10 plus 2 plus 3 learning method all was there by the Kothari Commission. Great, that's it. The finance bill has to be passed by the parliament within how many days of its introduction? So guys, this is a part of higher education where you have, if you have seen the syllabus, there is policies, governance and administration. So in the governance and administration part, you should learn all those regarding with the finance bill, education bill, or regarding with the Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha. So in our what we have in our offline classes or online classes, we will have some revisions regarding this. Okay. So I will tell my students that you should know at least, not like a UPSC aspirant, but as a net aspirant, you should know at least some of the working of the Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, how a bill is introduced, what are some important articles in the constitution. It's a very important one. So here, the finance bill is introduced. So it has to be passed by the parliament. Parliament, there are 2 houses and then the president. So Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, and then the president, it constitutes the Parliament of India. Within how many days of its introduction? It's 90, 75, 60, and 85. Which of the answers that you will go with, guys? Is it A? Okay, A. It's 75 only. It's 75 days. So we'll look on the financial bill has to be passed by the parliament within 75 days. The finance bill can be introduced only in Lok Sabha. So finance bill is a bill, it's a special bill that can only be introduced in Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha means it should be introduced in the the lower house, Lok Sabha. However, the Rajya Sabha can recommend amendments in the bill. It must be passed in Lok Sabha by a simple majority. Finance bill is a money bill as defined in Article 110. So Article 110 is defining the finance bill, money bill. A money bill passed by Lok Sabha is deemed to have been passed by the Rajya Sabha also when no action is taken by the upper house within 14 days. That means if Lok Sabha passes the finance bill and if Rajya Sabha is not taking any action, by default within 14 days, by default it is passed. The Rajya Sabha should not take any action to be taken to pass that money bill and all. Okay, or finance bill. That is a special or peculiarity of money bill or finance bill. So within introduction of the bill, 75 days, within 75 days, the bill should be passed. The question 10, in which of the following ancient Indian universities, the culture and civilization of Tibet was built mainly through the writings of the scholars? So in which of the following ancient Indian universities the culture and civilization of Tibet was built mainly through the writings of the scholars? Is it Nalanda? Is it Vikramshila? Is it Jagatala? Or is it Mithila? Which one do you think? Yes, I need the answers from you two babies. Like recently, like when the felicitation ceremony or like it was coming, online students were telling that like it was very like warm to hear like you calling you two babies. Okay, like sometimes I call you as YouTube guys, but I feel very comfortable by calling you two babies. Okay, so if at all you are not babies, but let it be like that. It's Vikramshila. The writings of Tibet, or like it was mainly through the writings of scholars, the civilization of Tibet was through Vikramshila University. The Vihara of Vikramshila was established by famous Emperor Dharmapala of Pal dynasty in northern Magadh at a beautiful hill on the bank of river Ganga. Subjects like philosophy, grammar, metaphysics, Indian logic were taught here. Okay. So later on, Tantra Shastra, that means logic, gained prominence. Like that's what's it. So branch of learning Buddhist Tantra. Degrees were like convocations was there in Vikramshila University. You know, like the Vikramshila University was destroyed by Bhaktiar Khilji in 1203 AD. So that also like there are questions asked like who destroyed Vikramshila University and all. It is being asked. So you should note this. Okay. So that is about Vikramshila. Which of the following statements are correct about Lok Sabha? So I told you the governance, policies, and administration are very much important. So which of the following statements are correct about Lok Sabha? Yeah, your answer is correct. Nalanda is correct. Very good, very good. The constitution puts a limit on the size of the Lok Sabha. The size and shape of the parliamentary constituencies is determined by the election commission. First past the post electoral system is followed. The Speaker of Lok Sabha does not have a casting vote in case of an equality of votes. Okay. You should think about all the four statements. You should have a better idea regarding the Lok Sabha and all. Then only you can answer this. So just a guess, what will you go with? Which of the following statements are correct about Lok Sabha? Correct. So do you think it is A is correct, or B is correct, or both A, B, or C, D, which is correct? Can I go with the answer? It is A and C is correct. Why? Because the size and shape of the parliamentary constituencies are determined by a delimitation commission, not by the Lok Sabha. It is created like if you are, what do you mean by constituencies? That means like you have parliamentary constituencies, you have legislative constituencies. These are created like new constituencies if are created, or the boundaries or jurisdiction of the constituencies are determined by an agency called delimitation commission. Clear? Not by the parliament. And it aims to create constituencies that have roughly the same population subject to geographical consideration and the boundaries of the states and administrative areas. And it is appointed by the President of India. It works in collaboration with the Election Commission of India. And that is so with the regarding the second statement, B statement is wrong. First past post electoral system is followed in our country. That's correct. First past post electoral system that is in followed here. And then the casting vote. So, for example, if at all any bill is introduced, so you like the members of the Lok Sabha voted, so the members of the parliament voted. If there is an equality in vote, the speaker can cast a vote. Okay, the speaker can cast vote in case of equality of vote. There is a casting vote right for the speaker also. So that is the fourth statement was wrong regarding that. Clear? Yes. The 12th question. National Skill Qualification Framework is competency-based framework that organizes all qualifications according to a series of levels of knowledge, understanding, skills, attitude, and aptitude. Choose the correct answer from the options given below. BDE, ACE, BCD, ABD. National Skill Qualification Framework. Okay. Knowledge, understanding, skills, attitude, and aptitude. Like a skill qualification means what all will come. You can think that. Just guessing, like if at all this question, like that is how, like you don't have in UGC that you don't have anyway negative markings. So if at all you get a guess, like that guess is correct, you are getting 2 marks, right? And if at all that question is dropped, if you attempted that, then also you'll get 2 marks. So just a guess you can give. Yeah. C, B, some of the, it is B, ACE only. That means knowledge, skills and aptitude is there, not attitude regarding skill qualification and all. Obviously, you can eliminate all the options with the D, attitude. So the National Skills Qualification Framework is a competency-based framework that organizes all qualifications according to serious levels of knowledge, skills, and aptitude. So these levels graded from 1 to 10 are defined in terms of learning outcomes which the learner must possess, regardless of whether they are obtained through formal or non-formal or informal learning. It helps shift emphasis to outcome-based learning, both in general and vocational space. So that is National Skill Qualifications Framework. Yes. So that was the end of the session, guys. So thank you so much for being here. I think this was interesting regarding the higher education part. I think you got like more like concept regarding the higher education. I think it was knowledgeful. I believe that it was useful for you. Like if at all you didn't get any concept, please revise the video and like please re-watch the video and then learn the things here. Okay, learn very well. I will meet you with